Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitch when we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take your shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed. Watch me.
Yo, it's your man, DistinguishTheGod. Big shout out to Meekz. Big shout out to Brooklyn's Balance.
Yo, what up? It's your man X-yle. Check out my episode this season on Brooklyn Balance.
All right, y'all. Welcome to this episode of Brooklyn's Balance. This is season 3. You guys said you needed a little balance, and we are here with it. It's me again, your host, Miss Meekz, and I have 2 guests sitting with me. So to my right, I have
X-yle. What's going on? What's going on? King Libra.
that part. To my right, we have.
Yo, we got DistinguishTheGod, Southside Jamaica, Queens. You heard me?
So how we usually start this is, how did we meet? Tell everybody how you and I met.
She decided to challenge me online because I said I was King Libra, and it was just all Libras is liars and Libras is that. And I'm like, how you just categorizing us in one thing?
Yo,
and I'm like, all of y'all is the same thing too. Because I thought, what are you again?
A Gemini.
A Gemini.
Oh, that explains a lot.
And I was like,
that
how in
explains
the
a lot.
world are you talking about my people when your people are no better? Ain't no way.
Oh, where the fuck?
He got the gun out. Sniper.
I said,
Sniper.
No, I told her. This is the conversation we had.
But your people wouldn't even be balanced if it wasn't for a Gemini, because we actually go good together. We the more adventurous ones. Y'all niggas don't be having nothing else better to do.
Yeah, we like to be in the crib and chill out.
That's a fucking lie. You be outside all the time.
Sound like she wrote that shit down.
I am outside because I have to be.
Successful Libra, because I can sit here and name every Gemini from. Give me a successful Libra. You ain't got one, right?
A successful Libra?
Yep, a couple of them.
Will Smith.
Okay.
T.I.
Who got slapped?
T.I.
He's a snitch.
T.I.
Who else?
Put the gun away.
Here we go.
Put the gun down.
He got 2 dreads, but his rap music fire.
Eminem.
When the last time we heard from Marshall Mathers?
Usher.
He burning.
She said he burning. Usher still burning?
All Libras. These are all Libras I'm naming.
Usher still burning? They got like some type of cure
Ashanti.
She definitely don't
Cardi
count
B.
because she was a whore. That's
Cardi
the only
B.
one I accept.
That's the only one I accept. But she asked me to name successful Libras. I named 7.
But they still not beating everybody
Snoop.
else.
Pardon me. Snoop.
He all right.
Snoop.
He all right. That's still not
Stop
beating
it.
Tupac, Lauryn
Stop.
Hill,
Selective outrage.
Stop it.
Biggie,
Right.
Kanye,
Selective outrage.
Trump,
Stop it.
mad people.
You said
What?
Trump?
Yup.
Wait, what? We gotta
hold.
We gotta start the episode over.
So wait.
We gotta start the episode over.
Hold the fuck on. She said it's not beating Biggie, Tupac,
Lauryn
Hill, and Trump. How does Trump
And Kanye.
fall in that? You really want to claim Kanye?
We gotta pray for Kanye.
So let me get this straight.
So we're gonna keep moving because we're not gonna talk about.
we're not gonna talk about
Kanye.
we're not gonna talk about
I
Kanye.
don't allow that on the show. We don't talk about Kanye.
Disrespect.
And we don't talk about Chris Brown.
She disrespect Wayne, but don't want to talk about Kanye.
No, I said he got 3 dreads, but his music is fire. That's what I said. That was a fact.
She disrespect M, but won't want to talk about Kanye.
That was a
you
fact.
trying to make it a race? Yo, you a wild guy.
So now, since we got that out the way, what we want to talk about is ghosting.
Shit.
That's what I want to talk about today. Why niggas is ghosting? Do y'all know what ghosting is? Like the exact definition? Don't give me the Urban Dictionary. What you found out for your mans?
Ghosting. So I learned. So the first time I actually learned about ghosting is when I saw. I think it was season 2 or season 3 of Insecure. When the dude that Issa Rae character was talking to, he ghosted her.
Which one?
The light skinned dude. I forgot his name.
The main one? Who she was with?
Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan ghosted her, and he ghosted her the whole fucking season after that. Like
He ain't come back?
no, that whole season after he didn't come back.
He came back the next season.
He came back the next
So
season.
okay.
No, he ghosted her because
You get what I'm saying?
she didn't hear from him. She stopped hearing from him, and then he stopped returning phone calls.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then I experienced ghosting for the first time. It was the end of the 2019 going into the beginning of 2020. This was actually before the pandemic shit was like happening and shit. So this girl I was talking to, I met her at a hookah lounge, and that night it was packed.
Well, you should have known at a hookah lounge. Bitches at hookah lounges. We just looking for the smoke.
I'm crying. So actually, she was there with her homegirl. She was there on like some mini Christmas break. She was talking to this dude, and supposedly the dude went missing. So the dude went missing. She don't know what happened to him. And then a few months later, after she realized what happened to him, she was devastated. He went missing because he was dying. He had cancer.
Okay.
So
because he had me for a minute, but yeah, I'm gonna let you finish.
So I don't think she was fully over him dying. And then within the 2 months, her and I started talking from like December, like towards the middle of like February-ish, so maybe like a month and a half, she ghosted me.
So did he die?
No, he died. Like he's dead. R.I.P. to him.
Okay.
Yeah, now he's dead.
Right,
dead. Yeah.
so
she didn't know. Yeah. So she didn't know, but she thought he was ghosting her.
Okay.
And then he died, and then she ghosted me, and I never heard from her again.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
you got any ghosting stories? Because Libras do be ghosting niggas.
No, because I truth be told,
she was actually a Libra, which is crazy.
See what I mean?
She was a
what the
Libra.
fuck I be talking about?
I can only speak for myself. Communication is iffy to begin with when it comes to me, especially if it comes to a certain thing. I'm honest from the jump. Like, listen, I don't want this. This is what I want.
So you single or you talk to bitches?
That part.
If I'm single, I'm
That
talking
part,
to
'cause
bitches.
that's what we want to know.
I'm involved.
Multiple bitches.
So
That's what the question. That's the answer.
with that is, it's like I let it be known from jump. I'm honest. Like, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. If you're cool with it, okay, no problem. If you're not, all right, cool. I'm not gonna chase you or stress you about it. You know what I mean? So you already know what it is with my time and my energy, because I'm real picky with that. So if you got my time and my energy, then we know what's up.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
So,
but I've never ghosted, and I don't think I've ever ghosted anybody on purpose.
let me give you the actual meaning of ghosting, because our people have remixed it so many times.
Of course.
Oh, Geminis?
No,
Damn.
the black community, but I'm gonna let that go, cause I got you. Ghosting, the practice of ending a personal relationship with someone by suddenly and without explanation withdrawing from all communication. So you brought up the first time that you got ghosted was with a girl. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
This conversation not gonna be as simple as you think it is. Right. I believe the first time that a lot of us have gotten ghosted in the black community was in our families when our fathers went missing.
Damn.
That was actually the first sign of ghosting.
Wow.
Okay.
Took a social turn on this.
Can y'all tell me what another form of ghosting is that would happen inside families? Because it happens.
Inside families? Yeah, for sure. I think another form. Well, I mean, I don't think there's any more pure form.
When somebody come out in the family and say they gay?
After that, the action after that,
Because
probably
after a while, certain family members, you just
start getting distant.
They start getting distant, and you don't know why, because it's not like you told them the news. Mm-hmm. And then by the time they learn that the news was told, it's too late. They're like, I don't really talk. Especially if you come from a religious background like Jehovah's Witness,
right?
Because that's something that can't even rock in that religion. Like once you say that, you excommunicated.
So the biggest form in a family is adoption. That's another form of ghosting.
Oh, okay.
How so, please?
It is.
Okay.
It depends on the situation. Okay. I'm not coming for anybody who's adopted or anybody who gave up kids, but usually, if you technically go back to the term that we just said, it's kind of ending a relationship.
Okay.
Of you knowing, and at that point, when it comes to adoption, sometimes that's how most kids, the view of the kids, are going to see it.
Okay.
Not as far as the parent,
right?
But the kids, yes.
Okay. So I kind of get that, but wouldn't it be the term of ghosting? Wouldn't you have to have a relationship in the first place for the ghosting to happen? Like if you're putting up a kid for adoption, especially if it's just born, you haven't developed anything.
But again, it depends on the context of
right.
it. It could be at the beginning of birth, or it could be somewhere at least in the middle. The same way with like dad. Sometimes they.
Well, in that case, you develop a relationship with your kid and you end up leaving. So yeah, that I understand. But as far as like again, like you say, giving up adoption and stuff like that, like does that count as ghosting?
I feel like it does, because a lot of reasons for women giving for adoptions occurring sometimes is. Sometimes certain women just don't want to do it, depending on the lifestyle that they do go into, or it could just be, they just whatever situation that caused them to be like, you know what, this was not the right time for me, so on and so forth. I know I got that a little bit. I know I got a little deep with that, but do you feel like ghosting is temporary? Because we did bring up that whole thing with Issa Rae when she got ghosted by Nathan.
Yeah,
I think ghosting is long term, because even if, quote unquote, the person come back, or even if you, quote unquote, heal from it, I don't even think nobody really fully healed from anything, if I'm being honest. You just kind of just move on. Mm-hmm. But in terms of ghosting, because once that shit actually happens, you can't take back the feeling that it gave you when it happened. So that shit will always live on as an instant reminder and memory. Even if you don't think about it, that shit is in your head somewhere. Because something might trigger you down the road, and boom, it comes right back. Now you remember, oh, damn, so-and-so told me the story. I remember how that felt when I got ghosted. Wow.
So with friends, do you guys feel like ghosting exists amongst friends?
Hell fucking yeah.
Absolutely.
Talk about it. How?
What?
Absolutely. Ghosting among friends, well, it comes in a lot of forms. I don't think any of us in here have the same 5 friends that we grew up with. from the block. I don't think any of us have the same 5 friends that we grew up with. And that comes with just growing apart. You know what I mean? The calls get less, the texts get less. Somebody out the group get married or somebody else out the group got a kid. Things change. But I guess they feel like, again, depending on the situation, things change, the lifestyle changed, so automatically the friends that you grew up with, they don't exist in your mind anymore. So that's where the distance comes in. Like I got a group of people right now, like I grew up with, but I only hear from them once a year in the summertime when it's time to play basketball. I had to cut that completely because when I figured out the pattern, I'm like, all right, cool. I see now that if this is all I'm good for in this part of in your life, then I don't need to be here. We've clearly outgrown each other. And it's no disrespect. It is what it is. It happens. It's cool, no problem. But if I can't hit you up in fucking December, like, yo, I need to ask you a question, or I need this and the third, and I can't get you on the phone, but your phone miraculously works during the summertime, then I get the hint. I can pick up on the hint well. I'm like, all right, cool. If this is what it is, no problem.
So in that sense, that's kind of like, that's definitely you ghosting, but you're doing it with a purpose. You're ghosting with a purpose. You're walking away from a toxic situation. I find that with a lot of my friends, like we go through those ghosting phases. Like me, if I feel like you're one of those people that's doing stupid shit that I just can't get with, or the biggest thing that I'm gonna talk about in another episode is support.
Facts.
If I feel like you're not supporting me, then it's not that we not friends no more. I just can't fuck with you no more. I'm not gonna hit you up. Conversations are less. You have a purpose, and unfortunately, that's not that purpose right then and there. But do y'all feel like ghosting is cowardly? Because I feel like a lot of these niggas is cowardly. Like artists, because y'all both are artists. I feel like y'all spend a lot of time ghosting, and y'all also talk to a lot of bitches too.
Wait, where's this come?
She's back with the bitches.
Happened? This shit got like.
Would you like to start? Or
it went to no. You could go. It just went to another. Like, how we go from that to this? And then
balanced. I want to fuck with y'all a little bit.
It's clearly towards me, and I don't understand.
Oh, no, it's both of y'all. It's 2 dark-skinned people.
Well,
she actually
2 dark-skinned people with glasses. Like she not dark her damn self. Hold the fuck up.
Glasses. I'm not a part of that.
2 dark-skinned people like she light-skinned. Get the fuck.
I feel like I'm getting like attacked. I don't know what's going on. Like,
better fight back. Fight back. Figure it out.
I think do we think ghosting is cowardly?
Yeah.
I think it's cowardly when you're running from a situation that you know you're wrong.
But majority of black men, if I had to give it a percentage, 85% of them is always running from something. Because my setup was it started with our fathers.
I think
correct?
that's.
And then I feel like the rest of
she
these
said my setup started with cutting niggas' heads off
I
first.
think it's people in general.
Then I'm doing extra blooms.
I don't think it's literally situated in just men. I think it's people in general and their characters.
So tell me about the people, because all I can talk about is the niggas. They a revolving door.
And that's your experience. That's fine.
Well, nobody did that for me, but I'm just saying from what if I'm talking for the masses of my group of people of Brooklyn
of your herd. Yeah, no, I get
it.
Speaking from the people that, like I said, in my herd, it's a thing where it's people in general who just don't know how to deal with problems, so they ghost. If they know they're wrong or they can't convince the people that are in that immediate circle that they're right, they'll distance themselves because they don't want to face what reality is. So yeah, I believe in that sense it's cowardly, absolutely.
So what about in a relationship? Why do niggas just pick up one day and was like, they gone?
Well,
have
probably,
the house, the car, the kids, and the dog, and they gone.
It's probably the same reason females do that. They feel like 1, unappreciated, 2,
females do that?
But yeah, females definitely do it. Females do it quicker.
Meekz, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I want to know.
Females do it quicker and better than guys. So
we always gonna do everything better.
Well, exactly.
There you go. Well, you gotta take that one too.
Exactly.
You can't think you're gonna do everything. You gotta take that one too. So I think in that sense, it comes with people. Why do men or females do it in a relationship? It depends on the time. It depends on the years. It's all circumstantial.
But I feel like
it don't depend on shit.
I feel like men do it depending on them getting bored, because men get bored very quickly.
I agree.
And they move on to the next thing. Women do it because you're missing something, and I'm tired of fucking telling your ass over and over again.
I'm a tourist. So most tourists, we get bored easy. Yeah. Most tourists get bored easy. So it's like, and a part of me personally, I'm a very insatiable person. Know what I mean? Like it's tough for me to really I gotta fully be invested in some shit to really want it to go the distance or want it to go the distance.
What was your longest relationship?
Longest relationship was 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah, and we.
How old are you?
32.
Okay, so you gotta grow up.
Yo, What?
Goddamn.
What does it have to do with anything? I'm so confused.
You get
right
bored
now.
quickly. I want you got to go a little further than
No.
that. Because at this age, you too
oh, yeah,
old to be
of course.
a freak Nick doing, looking
Freak
for
Nick,
other.
not freak.
Bullshit.
Why?
I was
That's
not
all
at
I'm
no
saying.
freak Nick, by the way.
Wait, hold on. Why? What does the age matter when it comes to something? If it's not,
I feel like at a certain age, you got to be mature enough to sit down with one person. Because if not, then you're running from your problems.
No,
like
I
you
don't.
said,
I don't
correct?
disagree with. I don't disagree with you, but you also have to be mature enough to know when something is not for you.
That's a fact,
So
too.
if it's not
But,
for you,
and like you said at the beginning, it has to be a communication thing, and a lot of
Absolutely.
men don't know how to communicate
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
something is
That's
not
true.
for them,
That's
and
true.
they
That's
also don't know how
You're-
to understand
you're
that.
absolutely
Which is why
correct.
a lot of these niggas is homeless and living in other bitches' houses.
I don't
and
disagree.
staying in
Yo,
private
this
houses.
shit going to
I
another
don't
level.
disagree. No, I don't
This
disagree.
shit going a lot of.
I don't
What's
disagree
going
with you.
on?
Everything that you're saying, I don't disagree with you.
Put the gun away, Meekz, please. We are
Again,
not the enemy.
It's a double-edged sword when it comes to that.
What's
I don't
going
disagree with you
on?
on that,
So
but
tell
it's
me
a
about the
double-edged
female,
sword.
because I can't sit here and be like, I am aware of females who have ghosted for the same reasons as men. Unfortunately, we're gonna always put the men out there because they just be fucking up.
And the women do too. But again,
How? Yeah.
In some of the ways men do. Again, men and women are interchangeable. Some do the same things. It may not be for the same reasons, but it's all the same result. That's what it is. We are in an age now where women are the new men. You can't deny that.
I
That's
agree.
what it is.
1000%.
So if a woman gets
Figuratively
bored,
and literally.
figuratively and literally. So if a woman gets bored or has a standard that a man that she wants or currently is with does not live up to, she's going to move on to something else. That's just what it is. So is that a form of being bored, or is that her mature enough knowing that this is not for her and she's going somewhere else?
I feel like that.
Great fucking answer.
So,
That was good.
yes, you are right. That is a way of knowing your value and moving on. But it also depends on the type of female, not woman. It depends on the type of female, because there's different types of females. You have women, you have girls. There's women that will communicate that to you and understand that, hey, I'm not looking for nothing seriously, just like how men would do. Or they tried it out and then it did not work. Girls would just pick up and go, and I'm gonna fuck him, and him.
That's a fact.
Men, it's just one.
Oh,
They
so-
all handle it the same
So
fucking way.
men
You
handle it
either
just
do
like
it at
boys.
a younger age and you grow up, and now you're like, okay, we do it here. Women, we gonna do it at all different types and times.
Technically though, nobody is in somebody's mind. So in terms of hearing that statement, like, men gonna do it like differently. There's men that's fucking other women in their head, but they married. There's men.
Married niggas that's fucking bitches in person.
But that's what I'm saying, and that don't mean that the man is necessarily bored of his wife. That might just mean that there's a part of him
no,
that.
that's what that means. 'Cause that means she ain't giving everything.
No, she might be giving.
And you tired of that. You've
Most
been
wo-
together for 10, 11
But
years.
Meekz, most women give everything, and they're not even married yet.
Oh, that's them. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But that's most women, though.
Why is it that she has nothing to do with that when it comes to
Why the
women,
fuck
but
you
when
keep
it comes
talking like
to
I'm
the
not
men-
fucking here?
All
All right, so you want me to talk for them? We can talk for them, but you gotta talk to me. You
I'm
see how
talking
you
to-
can't even
No,
fucking
no, 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 no.
communicate, but you talk about
Yo.
niggas.
I've been
So
commu-
you still proving my point.
I've been communicating. I've been communicating with her. I've been communicating with her though. I've been communicating
And
with
that
her
one
the
time
entire
that you felt that
the
I couldn't deal
entire
with it, you
time.
decided to speak to your
False.
other dark-skinned brother on the
False.
couch with the glasses.
Wow.
Because you was looking for reassurance.
False. Not
Wow.
reassurance.
But
Not
go ahead.
reassurance.
So go ahead.
Not reassurance.
What did I do
I
wrong?
want y'all to run back the tape and see I've been communicating with her the entire
What
time.
did I
This
do
is the type
wrong
of
at
energy
this
Angela
very
Yee need on
moment?
her show.
What did I do wrong at this particular moment when you specifically said,
You didn't do anything
why
wrong.
did I?
You didn't do anything.
Because I no
wrong.
longer took it into myself. Because again, me and the group of people
Right.
that I know and the group of women that
Right.
I know
Right.
don't do that. Maybe there's another group. I can't say I haven't been in contact with them, but I realized at a certain point, I don't want to be associated with that person because birds of a feather, because that's what a
Flock
lot of y'all
together.
say.
Right, right.
But I can't group y'all together because
But
he
you
married.
are.
All y'all niggas not married. But
you're-
this one fucking everybody.
Right.
But I can't
you're
accuse everybody of fucking
You're
everybody.
literally grouping all of us together. You're
you
literally.
damn
been-
right.
You just
I
said
said
you
that.
did.
Which is crazy.
You
I
just,
mean,
which is-
technically, I can't, but for the sake of the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
yes. For the sake of the conversation, yes. I do believe that there's
I
different type of
appreciate you.
people out
I
there.
appreciate you being honest.
I'm
about
gonna
that. That's not a
take
problem.
the accountability.
I appreciate you being honest.
But
about that.
I don't find that there's a higher group of women
This is interesting.
that do that. I'm sorry.
Well, there's not a high group of men that do.
That might be based on how you personally feel.
Okay.
But I'm
So
telling you,
help-
Meekz, they
So
outside.
give me examples. Are y'all with them? Do y'all know? Have y'all ever came in contact with them? Because I can't speak on something we don't know. I'm giving y'all examples of things that crossed my threshold. Y'all over here speaking in hieroglyphics, so either y'all give it to me or not.
Well, off camera, we were talking about, how we met, and when I used to be an Uber driver.
That's not crazy. I didn't meet him crazy. I promise.
When I used to be
he was an Uber driver, she was in the back seat.
I'm fucking crying. This
Sit back
right here. Yo, this nigga wild.
And you was on my Facebook page.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Facebook page go crazy.
Right.
Facebook page,
go crazy.
Facebook go crazy.
Talking about regular shit.
Talking about regular shit. Doing his job.
So, I used to I used to escort a lot of strippers, right? And especially in Long Island, I used to just wait for them at the strip club, and they used to come out and tip me extra and all that. But they used to tell me some wild stories, and I feel like I learned a lot of game from strippers. Like, a stripper told me straight up, she would know a guy likes her, and she'll let him take her out only to pay for the date, and then he would pay her for her time, $700, $800 after the date's over.
She's doing it right. That's the
but niggas can't do that.
Running into
because
now.
But niggas can't do that, because if niggas do that, oh, you trying to prostitute me? Oh, you think I'm a hoe? It's like, damn, like, y'all girls be like flipping shit crazy. But y'all want equal rights, but y'all want equality, but y'all want it to seem like it's always an equal opportunity employer. No, the fuck it's not.
I don't know.
The ball's always in y'all court. Listen, the ball is always in y'all court. There's laws supporting y'all more. There's policies created for y'all more. And at the end of the day, like my brother said, y'all the new man, which is crazy, both figuratively and literally. So help me God.
I mean, you're right, because every action causes a reaction. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you not, but sometimes women sit down and they're tired of being tired. Like I said from the beginning, we do stuff with a reason.
Right.
It's a lot that led up to this, and don't sit there and act like black women don't be out there supporting the fuck out of black men while y'all be talking to all them Spanish people. Because how many times do we be out there rallying and striking and supporting for all of y'all?
And I agree with that, but that also don't mean that black women that do that are in quote unquote healthy relationships don't have work husbands.
First of all,
they did. Wow. I know a few personally.
Oof. Wow.
I don't think nobody walks into the whole work husband thing, so I don't.
A hush falls over the crowd.
It's wild.
I'm gonna be honest, because we spoke about it before. We spoke about work husbands and walking into that, but
I know I watched that episode thoroughly. I was like, I can't wait to get on that shit.
Said work husbands, so the men already come in with that, even if they in relationships or not. You understand that you about to take on another role.
First of all,
you understand.
How did that get flipped? Right, that's wild. If a girl is doing her job, and there's a dude every morning that's saying good morning. He might not even be saying good morning, beautiful, good afternoon, gorgeous. He just might be saying good morning, is there anything I can get you? After a while, that rapport builds. One fucking argument with hubby or one fucking argument with the person that you're talking to, that nigga picking up the slack, whether he meant to pick it up or whether it's being thrown in there indirectly, and you gonna let him do it.
But you walked into that. Because the key word that you said to that was work husbands.
Right.
Because you already going into a job. I've heard a couple of people on my Instagram when I've done polls that was like, I've never worked at a job that I ain't fucked nothing. Whether they was in a relationship
it's
or
risky,
not.
But yeah,
it literally was like 85% of men who did say that. But you said work husbands. You don't necessarily hear work wives until we got to get the husbands
because
first.
Men,
y'all are coming in with that. Don't front.
There's
like
work wives,
but I'm
not saying it's not. But the work husbands come first.
But there are work wives, but men didn't coin that phrase. Women did.
Women definitely. That's not something that
a man came up with. That's something that a woman came up with.
That's a fact.
So being that,
all I know is if I'm at work and I'm hungry and you ordering me food, nigga, I'm eating.
Exactly. You're not turning that down.
Husband, you could just be the eat buddy. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And then I'm an equal opportunity employer.
Yo, see, wow. Yo, how y'all deal with this? No way.
I really do.
No way, Jose. Todos los días?
Like, if you buy me food.
What the fuck?
If you buy me food, I'm gonna buy you food. Like,
no man importa.
No, I can respect
that. Buy it. You know what I mean? It really depends on who I'm on the shift.
I can respect that.
With. Now,
you reciprocate.
I've heard certain men be like, "Oh,
you reciprocate.
You can reciprocate.
You reciprocate.
You flipping it like wild right now. You know, somebody
get it.
Somebody watching this that's married, right?
But that's not what men want. Because the men these days, they acting like the new females and they want to be reciprocated. They want me to pay for trips. They want me to pay for your date. You want me to pay for your haircut. Why the fuck I got to cash out
but a lot of y'all want equal opportunity.
Well, that's because women.
But then when I'm reciprocating, you telling me that's wild. So what you want?
That ain't wild for me. That ain't wild for me. Girls, I paid for my toes, my nails, massages, all that. I don't know.
But was you a work husband when you received it, or did you start off like that?
No, I
So where you meet the bitches at?
work. Outside shows,
Prove me right again.
performance
Work
studio,
met them at work.
R&B, all that. You feel me?
Still proving my point right. So since we talking about work and we talking about ghosting, have y'all ever ghosted a job before? Like that one day you came in and quit. I did that twice. Was like, yeah, this not for me.
Ghost to the job? Yeah, I've done that.
Ghost to the job? No, I've never done that.
I've done that.
What?
I've never done that.
I've done that. I've done that.
What was around it? Like, what was the reasoning?
Okay, so at this particular time, I was trying to get in for school safety. Mm-hmm. So, I did it. I passed the test. You do a testing, and then you go to, I guess, formal training. Again, I didn't know that part. So I passed the test, no problem. And then they invite you to One Police Plaza to do everything else. And I walked in. I had never been there. Mm-hmm. It was a fucking building full of cops. And I'm just looking around, and they starting to things like, oh yeah, they drug test you, but they don't do it the regular way. They pull your hair follicle so they can tell if you've been smoking for the past 6 years. And then if you go for training, you got to shave your face, and you got to take out your earring, and then you got to do training for like 6 months. And I'm like,
to be
this is school safety agent. So I said, oh really? And I turned my black ass right around and walked right out the door.
How much was the yearly salary? I needed.
Nah, it was a good salary. But at the price, I can't remember.
We talking more than teachers? Because I think starting for teachers like 54.
Yeah,
55.
I think it was either more or around there. More around there.
I don't
but
know,
just
man.
for that, I couldn't at the price of me losing who I am. I said this not for no job. Mm-hmm. Not for no job.
So I be ghosting jobs. I ghost like a couple of them. I have.
Oh word!
I got a heavy.
Y'all ran out of work husbands. I'm out.
No, not.
Yo,
I'm out.
Nah.
You a wild dude.
I'm out.
Nah,
You a wild guy.
It's really a respect thing with me because I got like 14, 15 years of management from
Okay.
retail, non-retail, so on and so forth. So
Got you.
it's when you come in there and they take you because they know that you have this experience and you start developing teams and getting people in, getting people out, and then it's just like, why y'all not promoting me? But I'm the person promoting 10, 11, 12 people.
Facts.
When you want to sit me down and go, hey, T, I feel like your personality, my personality and my performance is two different things.
Right.
Once you start to sit down and have that conversation after I probably hit every metric in there and probably got 8, 9, 10, 11 people promoted underneath me and continue to come in every day, I'm done.
That's
I'm
why
not giving you a 2 weeks notice.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
done. So since you felt that way about,
I've done that.
like I'm.
That's why I said there ain't no job that can really pay you what you're worth. The only person that know what your worth is you.
Mm-hmm.
Similar situation. Looked me dead in my face and said, "The extra work you do here don't matter." I said, "What?"
Oh shit! Oh,
I was like, all right, cool. I turned my ass around and looked for a new job, got one within 2 days, and then left like a week after.
That's all you
Dropped all my shit on the desk and I left. And then they called me the next Monday morning. Oh, hey, we noticed that you didn't come in the past 2 days. Yeah, I quit.
Mm-hmm. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Why did you quit? You told me the shit I did didn't matter.
I'm telling you.
So eat a dick.
That part.
Have a nice day.
Heavy on
Listen, after COVID, I feel like a lot of people got more aggressive at work. To be honest, I definitely got more aggressive in terms of asking what the fuck I want. Because it's like, first of all, y'all can't pay me what I really want anyway. Number two, at the end of the day, if I depend on y'all to make sure I eat, I'm already hustling backwards. Because we clocking in to only be told when to take break, when to get on vacation, when you need a personal day, when you need a bereavement day, when you need a sick day. When you can
take it.
It don't make no sense.
Like there's a schedule. God forbid a family member dies. Mm-hmm. Like they tell you when you can take it.
Right.
How long you can.
Exactly. I'm bound to a schedule and I'm bound to this clock and I gotta literally listen to what you telling me. That's wild.
And they can replace you at any moment when you're
at any given. And then they don't have to give you a reason.
They don't have to give.
That's one of the first forms of ghosting too. A job could fire you or not. And they don't have to by law. They don't have to tell you why they firing.
That's it.
So
that's bugged.
The most difficult one now is not even a clock because I'm salaried.
Okay.
I've been salaried, so that's even worse.
God bless you.
Expectations.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Are a little
What's
big.
it like once a month?
What you
the
mean?
Salary. Your salary.
No,
like
I get paid bi-weekly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, 'cause
So
some salaries are like you get paid
not
for
that.
the.
Oh no.
Some salaries all you get paid for the whole month. That's true.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Which
For
is
like the-
wild.
I'm like, what?
Which is wild.
You gotta go.
Nigga, I
with
need
no
my money every
bread?
week.
Get
Is you
some-
bugged?
Yeah.
So this is the
talking
first
about?
salary that I've gotten that was bi-weekly. The other ones before have been like weekly. So
Right.
I was like,
which
all right,
you
cool,
was used
fuck
to,
it.
right?
Yeah, I got here. I was like, oh God, what the fuck going on here? I was like, I got a budget. Me?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm crying.
So it's a little bit different where you're not bound to a clock.
Okay.
But the company does put you to different rules. And you're like, the Department of Labor does not say this. So where did we get this from? And it's like, oh, you got to work 50 hours. My pay stub say 40 hours, baby. Like, you get the 40. I got nothing more for you, nothing less. Hey, you got 3 weeks PTO approved that I negotiated because I'm a heavy negotiator. You got
to learn how to negotiate.
I know how to compete with everybody. Like, you're not giving me that salary. Let me show you ABCD. This is what I've done.
So with salary, there's no overtime.
No. Not at all.
No, which is crazy.
That's a
cap.
So
like that's a that.
So they say you work them 50 hours, you're still getting that.
Oh no, I don't work 50 hours.
I'm saying even if you did work the 50 hours, it's still be the same.
So at this particular job, but at my other one that was salary before, Sundays was considered overtime. So if you came in on a Sunday, they gave you $400 more on top of
still, they got you fucked up because
not the Lord's Day.
They got you. They say, yo, we gonna control her time and we gonna control her money. There's a ceiling after she get to this. All right, we're not gonna give her no more.
Yeah.
And now you're saying unless it's like a holiday or some, which is wild. They still control. That's too much control.
The company that I work for now is a UK based company, so they don't run to the same things as like New York would.
UK is a little better.
It is a little better. But it's still not my cup of tea. I still my biggest thing there is I'll get up and go somebody in a heartbeat. And I recently today, by the time this come out, 3 people just texted me today they got fired while I was in Jersey at a training.
Oh shit!
Not management.
Oh, just
but
regular.
I can see that this particular
hourly employees
manager, who likes to make an example because he's of Asian descent and already he does not like black women. I've experienced that a couple of times, and majority of his team is black. And 4 of us that are assistant managers are black women. And he's like, he already told me you should be seen, not heard. He was like, you need to humble yourself. And I'm like, I'm already sitting there like, I know more than you. You've never been a store manager before. I've had teams of 300, 400 people who had to remember birthdays, doing schedules from HR, AP. Like, there's nothing you're telling me. So it got to the point where I had to now sit back and go, okay, knowing that I'm not that type of person. I'm like, you know what? We on the clock. So when I ghost it's going to be heavy. I already put my time in. I'm not coming to hell back. But when it comes to the management there, the way that they flip people for no fucking reason is crazy. They make up specific things and they're like, oh, well, fortunately, we're going to let you go today. And that's it. That's the end of my well-being. I'm not getting paid my salary no more. But the last thing I do want to talk about is one-night stands, which is the biggest form of ghosting. Anybody ever had a one-night stand?
Yeah. I mean, I've done a lot of them too, but I probably had more done to me than anything. Especially the one night stands that you really want to fuck with her after and you don't hear nothing.
But that's not a
one
night stand.
What you mean?
That's not a one night stand. It's just supposed to be one night. And it's supposed to be one night stands are meant for ghosting. You're not supposed to go create a family after that.
Well, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it do happen. You feel me? Like
sometimes it happens.
It hasn't happened to me, thank God. If I do got a baby out there, that's crazy. Daddy love you though. Daddy love you. I hope you okay. You know what I mean?
If you're watching this, Daddy love you.
If you're watching this, Daddy love you.
Daddy love you.
And that's how I'm going to end this episode out of
Te amo, todos los días, papi.
Thank y'all for watching this episode. We